What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. I've been gone for a week, so I haven't got really anything done in the past week, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, look at that sunset. 65 degrees, sunny today in Michigan in February. Can't complain about that. So, just been cleaning up the garage here. Just hosed it off, squeegeed it off, got all the salt out of here. As you can see, I left the garage door open. There's salt dust. That is literally salt dust all over the cars. So, trying to get the salt out of the garage here so that we can continue on working. I gotta finish cleaning up the garage because I can't work in this mess. You got crap from the bay here, just crap everywhere. So, just gonna be working in here, cleaning up tonight. Gonna go over to my buddy's house and pick up a set of shift linkage, B-series shift linkage, because the EM1 needs it desperately. So I think that's pretty much the last thing I need to get the last part I need to get the swap back in is shift linkage. So I'm gonna go grab that. Might do some filming while I'm there because he's got some cool stuff you guys might want to see. And I'm gonna come back here, clean up, and maybe start on the wire tuck. Bay's looking shiny. Same way it looked before I went on vacation. So I'll be right back. Maybe I'll bring the camera over and do some filming at my buddy's house when I get the shift linkage. He parts out like some golden era Hondas, and he's got a bunch of cool stuff. Like I got a bunch of stuff, but he's got like 10 times the amount of stuff that I do. So I don't know, it's getting dark. Might not be able to see a whole lot of it, but maybe I'll bring the camera. We'll see. But I'll be right back. Either we'll be at his house buying shift linkage, or we'll be back in here cleaning the garage up and starting the wire tuck. Okay guys, we are here at Honda Tyler's garage, and he's hooking me up with this beautiful shift linkage and OEM EM1 front strut tower bar. Thank you, sir. Why the fuck are you wearing that? You don't want to be on camera, do you? He's being weird. Hey, let's pop the hood on the Midori really quick. So I need to look at his Midori because I'm doing a wire tuck, and he's probably going to come over and help me do it, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Because I'm not going to work on the car tonight because I'm just going to go home and probably go to bed.
Yeah, lean it back.
Why are you wearing the rag, bro? So there we go. We got this Midori with carbon fiber, everything. You guys will probably see it later, probably later in the springtime, right? But very nice. Olin's coilovers, lots of carbon Kevlar stuff, and wire tuck, everything. You're gonna tuck the fuel filter this summer, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything else is tucked. But this is Honda Tyler's shop. He's got lots and lots of shit. His EG right here also has lots of cool stuff. What seat is that? Is that a Vision seat?
Vision Technica.
Vision Technica seat. Got the Momo Monte Carlo. You can check him out on Instagram. Honda Tyler Lab. This is his shop. So he's got lots of cool stuff. Tires, wiring harnesses. This is all Honda stuff, right?
Yes, sir. There might be some DSM stuff in there, but...
Yeah, Honda Tyler, DSM Tyler, Volvo Tyler. Oh, he's also an ECU guy. He collects ECUs, as you can see. So, he's got tons of cool shit, and I come over and hang out here and drink beer all the time, and he's just a good buddy of mine. Always hooks me up with parts. Damn, more ECUs. Are these all for sale?
They can be. More wheels.
And wheels. So let's go. What do you got up here? Honda optional. Spoon
Honda optional
wheels.
EG.
Slipstreams or spoon wheels. And what are those?
Enki J-Speeds.
J-Speed. Rota Slipstreams. ARE. What are those called?
ARE 598.
Those are
16 by 9.5.
Are they 2-piece or 3-piece?
They're a 3-piece with a welded barrel.
And those are Works.
Ray's SE37s.
What are those? TEs?
T37s. And then
I love these wheels right here.
Chrome Works CR Kais.
Factory Chrome CR Kais. I don't know if you guys can see the stickers. Those wheels are fucking beautiful. FN01RCs. FN01RCs. What are these? These are Lowenharts, but what's the model?
It's work Lowenharts.
Those are Works?
Yep. Those are 19 by 10.
Staggered?
Yes.
And then we got the
SSR Professors.
Professors, yep.
Those are staggered as well.
Yep. And you got more wheels too than these, right? You got a lot more wheels than
There's
this,
another
right?
set of 5 Zegans up there. There's a set of Kosies and boxes behind the Rotas.
Dude, you got like 5 sets of Kosies.
There's a couple.
Why are you wearing that fucking do-rag, man? I don't know why he's wearing that do-rag. But he's got a couple projects here. This is a flip car. I think it's a 2000 EK sedan. What's the color on this thing?
So
What's the paint?
Vintage Plum Pearl.
Vintage Plum Pearl. I love this color. It looks really cool with the tan interior. I love this. I love these cars. It's a pretty clean car. You needed a subframe, and then you put all OEM lines on it and shit, right?
Sure.
Like all these lines, all the fuel lines and everything are all OEM. And it's got a OEM gas tank. So this is just a car he's gonna flip and sell. It had a rusted out subframe, but it's a really clean EK. So
Hopefully Alex will want it.
I guess, yeah, one of our other buddies is gonna buy it. So pretty cool. I just came out here to hang out, and he's hooking me up fat with these, with the shift linkage and then this strut tower bar. I just gotta paint the strut tower bar. The shift linkage is mint. This is the money shot right here. This is what's important, is that these both joints are loose and the bushings are tight, so it's gonna be good. There he is. There he is. All right, so I'm gonna go home and probably clean up the garage, and then tomorrow you're gonna come over, right? And we're gonna work on the EM1 and do some wire tucking, hopefully, and maybe do the clutch tomorrow too. I don't know. We'll see. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This video will continue. And we made it back. So last night, guys, I just came home, cleaned the garage up a little bit because it was like super dirty, and I couldn't even work in it. It was like filthy. So got everything kind of organized, and then decided to come out tonight and get some work done. So it was like 65 degrees last night or yesterday, and today it's like 30 and it's dumping snow. So it's been really cold out here. I haven't got a whole lot done tonight, but just gonna clean the garage up a little bit more, and you know, Honda Tyler really hooked it up fat with this shift linkage, and he gave me this OEM EM1 strut bar. Mine was missing, so I'll go on there. Nice OEM parts. So if you guys live in like the salt regions, these joints here usually seize up. This is the one that came off the car, and it's actually like, it turns this way, but it doesn't. The other joint is like completely locked up, so it'll be good. I should put these side to side. You can see the difference here. So the one on the left, or the one on the top there, is actual B series. The one on the bottom is like, I think it's D series linkage that they just bent up and like modified and made it work on the car, which made the shifter super weird and like a pain in the ass to drive. So it's gonna be so much better. Plus it has the original, this came off an Integra, so it has the original Integra dual bend instead of this cheap crappy short shift. Like a short shift on a Honda it's like super notchy, and it makes it feel really weird. Unless you put like a shift extender on it, then it like makes it good, and it kind of feels good. But the stock Integra one just feels perfect. So I'm stoked that I got Integra linkage for it. It's gonna make it shift so much nicer. So tonight I came out here, started working on the car, got the fuse box in, kind of got the brake lines and everything attached. Don't mind this brake line here. This one's probably gonna get replaced sometime, but at this point in the project, this was supposed to be like a 3-week deal, and I'm like way behind. I just want to get the car running. I got to get it like up for sale because it's tax time now. People want to buy cars. People have money. That was my whole goal for this car, was to get it like fixed up, looking good, so that I can sell it and make some money on it, so I could put some money into the IS300, get the Type R swap started on the EG. So I'm just ready to get this thing back on the road. So a little bit of update here. I did some wiring. The wire tuck is not going, it's not like going to be like a full tuck. It's basically just going to be like an easy headlight tuck. There's so many different ways you can do wire tucks, and I didn't want to cut any holes in the chassis for this. On an EG, you don't have to cut any holes, and on an EK, it looked like I would have had to cut at least one hole in the chassis to come through. What I would have done is push the harness inside, and then I would have ran it probably through where the door, or I probably would have had to cut a hole somewhere on that frame rail there. I haven't done any research on EK wire tucking, so I mean, I don't know how most people do it. I planned on just doing it like the way that I do EGs and Integras, and obviously that's not going to work. So not a big deal. This is going to be okay. What my plan is, I'm going to keep the wiring harness completely intact, and what I'm doing is like just cleaning it up as I go, and like I'm re-wrapping it and everything. So what I'm going to do is the harness is going to be completely intact all OEM. I'm not going to cut anything, and well, I had to cut some of it because I'm repairing it, but I'm not going to cut and shorten or lengthen any wires. I'm just going to try to hide the headlight harness so that the bay looks nice, so I can kind of just show off the nice paint, you know, in the front of the bay, because I am going to run the battery. So the battery's going to be right here. It's going to cover up those holes, unfortunately, because the paint does look nice, but I don't want to like go crazy with the tuck. My main goal here with this whole thing was to tuck the headlight harnesses. I wanted to do something with the brake, or this nasty clutch line here, which I did just order a stainless clutch line for it. And I also wanted to tuck this fuel filter. Now, there's a bunch of different ways that I think you can do this. Most people just buy like a kit. I was gonna just order a filter, like an inline filter from Jegs, but I'm actually probably just gonna tuck the OEM filter, I think is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna just drop it down up under the intake manifold, because the fuel line on the fuel rail here comes, you know, I've got a lot of room back here behind the engine to, you know, relocate the fuel filter, you know, back here somewhere, wherever I find fit, wherever I can get it out of the way, and like attach it so that it's safe and good and out of the way. So that's what I'm gonna do with the fuel filter. That's gonna be the next step once I get the harness done. So what I'm doing with the harness is I'm gonna run it basically the stock location. It would have came up and around the shock tower here to the headlights, and then around the radiator support here. What I'm gonna do is just tuck it up under the frame rail like this. So that's the only part you're gonna see right here. It's just kind of dangling right now, but it's gonna be tucked like that. And that's okay for, you know, what I want for this car. It keeps the harness, you know, easily accessible. And there's a frame rail right here. If you can see, there's a frame rail right here. The harness is gonna be going just like that. And it's gonna be nice and protected right there. So I think that's a good idea. I'm sure somebody's probably done it before, but the main way you would do it is run it through into this frame horn here, which is what I normally do on like EGs and Integras. And you can do it really easy on an EG and Integra. You don't have to extend any wires, you just have to de-pin the connectors, push the wires through. Once they're through, you pin them up and just, you know, reroute them and attach them how you need to. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So this is going to be tucked over here. This harness right here is going to run under this frame rail here. Everything's going to be like rewrapped and attached and secured really well so that, you know, the vibration from the car doesn't hurt anything. It's really important to get really good quality electrical tape there. So here is some soldering that I did. I had to resolder those connectors there because that was all corroded. So my turn signal wiring is going to work now. Didn't work before. So I'm going to come in here tomorrow, you know, and finish up the wiring and then start on tucking the fuel rail. But everything's going good. It's just been slower. I just want to get this thing on the road. I want to drive it or I want to sell it. So it's just taking longer than I thought. You know, I had vacation. I've been out for a while, and I feel like I'm like way behind. But maybe it was just because it felt like spring yesterday, and now it feels like winter again. I don't know. It is the first day of March, so it is really not even spring yet. But I'm just stoked to like get on with another project. This was supposed to be just like drop the swap out, put a clutch in, dump it back in the engine. Now I got like paint that I didn't even plan on doing, but the bay looked like shit, so I painted it. Now wiring and stuff like that. Now I got to do like a brake line, and there's just like there's so much work I got to do in this car that it just wasn't. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I mean it's not necessary. So I might just get this thing done. You know, I might not even register it and just put it up for sale because it is tax time. People are looking for cars. Cars are super expensive right now, and I really want some money. So yeah. Also, I got to get these I gotta get these wheels cleaned up. I gotta get the tires off, and if you can see how corroded these are, this isn't like, this stuff doesn't just rub off. That's like corrosion from like salt. So I gotta get these sandblasted and painted. I'm not gonna spend money to powder coat a set of slipstreams. They're just gonna be painted like, you know, just a regular old matte black. So I hope you guys like checking out Tyler's garage. He's got a bunch of cool stuff. I got a bunch of stuff, but he's got so much more stuff. I actually got my Eurolines from him. He gave me a really good deal on them. So, like I said, I just want to get this thing done. I got to get the Eurolines on the car, coilovers on the car, Eurolines in the car. I think I'm going to have to buy new tires because I think these are a little too, the sidewalls are a little too big. I don't know what size they are, but I'm going to test fit them, see how they work. Maybe I'll be able to pull them off, but they seem like they're, when I put them up next to the car, they're like an inch taller than the factory 17. So yeah, I got to work on the slips. I mean, I'm probably another 2 weeks out on this project at least before I get it on the road. So it's kind of a bummer. I was hoping to have it on the road sooner. There's a lot of other little things I got to do. Window regulators got to get done. I got to do the rear sway bar. Might need some exhaust work. So lots of little things that I got to finish up on it. But yeah, I really just need some money. I've been thinking about maybe selling the Matrix just to recoup some money, but it's such a good daily for the winter time. I thought I might just keep it for next winter. I'm just sick of it. It's super boring. It's like a cat lady car, and I'm just sick of driving it. I really want to drive something nicer, especially since the weather's getting nicer and there's no more salt on the road. So oh, I haven't showed you guys yet. This is my this is the car that's going in my EG. You guys haven't even seen my EG yet, but this is a JDM. This is a 2000 spec JDM Type R B18C, and it's got I think CTR cams or Toda cams. I don't really remember. A buddy of mine built this like probably 7-8 years ago and had it in an EF, and it just ripped. And then he sold it to my other buddy who had it in an EK sedan, and then he put it in an EG. And I bought the EG, and this came with it. So this is a pretty work Type R. It's got the AEBS intake manifold, old school STR fuel rail. Basically just an all motor Type R mild build. Honda gasket, intake manifold gasket, ported throttle body. So I got that with a ECU with Honda. So that's gonna go in my EG hatch. And I got this here. This is a 4.7 final drive Type R transmission that has an upgraded diff in it. And then this is a 96 spec Type R here. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is, this is an import, a fresh import. I think what I'm going to do with that Type R is use that trans there. It's non-LSD, but same 4.4 final drive. And I think because I need to have like more 4-doors. I got a hatch, and I got the EM1, and I got an EJ1 coupe. I was thinking about maybe getting like offing a car maybe and getting like a DB7 Integra and doing like the Type R in that. I think it'd be cool. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I can trade the EM1 for a DB7. That'd be sweet. But I don't know, I really need to have a 4-door because I got a 1-year-old. Got to cart him around. I don't really like, I mean, I put him in my 2-door. When he was first born, it was not fun. So 4-door is the way to go. That's kind of why I have the IS. I really want to get working on the IS. So that's what's going on lately. The M1 project's kicking. That's the main goal. I got to get that thing done. It's just not turning out to be like this full restore, you know. Like when I started working on it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do so much to it, and then now I'm just like, I just want to get it on the road. So there's so many little things I got to do. Got to get it running. Once I get it running, then I'll be like mad because the window regulators don't work, and I'll just knock everything out really quick, and it'll be like a really nice car to sell. So, but yeah, hope you guys like what I'm showing you. There's, like I said, like I keep saying, there's gonna be a lot more cool stuff coming. The EM1 is kind of boring because it's just like, it's not like a build. I'm just like cleaning stuff up, and you know, and I mean it's a cool car and all. I love it, but I mean there's gonna be a lot more cool stuff coming. I got my eyes on some parts for the IS that I really want. So the main thing is just freeing up money so I can do it. So I'm gonna clean up the garage. Just bought a mop. I can't wait just for the weather to break. You guys can probably see my breath in here. It's so cold. But the garage needs to be cleaned up. It's usually so much nicer in here. So yeah, here's another thing I got. It's a Buddy Club Spec 2 for the hatch. It's gonna be super loud. I'm probably gonna put it on my hatch this summer just for like a track day and just scream around. So, but I hope you guys like what I'm showing you. Give me a like and a subscribe. It'll help the channel grow. The more people that like, the more people that subscribe, the more views I'm gonna get. So, you know, give me some support, guys, if you like what I'm doing. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not a videographer. I'm not good at editing, as you guys probably know, the people that are watching. But that's okay. You know, I'm just having fun. I just look at this as like a build thread. You know, forums are dead. Instagram is boring. So this gets a lot more, video gets a lot more content than photos, and you know, I can explain myself and what I'm doing, where Instagram is just like hashtags and bullshit. So this is just my build thread. You know, I'm not trying to make money here. I'm not trying to, you know, become famous. I'm just documenting what I'm doing, just because, you know, I think that this information that I'm doing, you know, tips and tricks that I'm doing, somebody might watch this video and then get an EK and be like, oh man, I watched that video. I want to go back to it and see how he did it, and I think it's going to be beneficial in the long run. So that's why I'm doing this. You know, it's basically just my replacement for the build threads that I used to do, you know, 10 years ago. So yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's fun. So take it easy, guys. Like I said, like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks for me as far as the YouTube or the video thing goes. But I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be back out here working, and we're going to finish up the wiring. We're going to finish up the clutch because I haven't even touched the engine yet. I got some wiring to do on the wiring harness on the engine. I got to clean up and paint brackets. I'm going to paint the starter, clean it up, just to make everything look nice. Brackets on the engine, and then it's going to drop in. Once it's dropped in, we're going to be driving it. I got some stuff in the mail. Should be here tomorrow, so I'll show you guys tomorrow. But take it easy, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.